She refused to give up her land, so they beat her and left her to die in the desert. But when she walked back into town, bleeding, broken, yet unafraid, everyone froze. What happened next shocked the entire town. Watch the full video to know, and follow our page for more stories. Clara was only 26 years old, yet that single terrible afternoon in the lonely western desert aged her soul by 100 years. The vast, empty land stretched endlessly around her, hot, dry, and merciless. Dust stung her eyes. Her simple blue dress was ripped at the shoulder and hem. Deep purple bruises covered her arms and face. Dried blood mixed with sand on her cheeks. Every breath felt like sharp knives twisting in her chest. 2 ruthless men, Cole and Mason, had done this to her. They were big, cruel, and greedy. They wanted her family's small ranch, the only piece of green land near the river that her late father had left her. When Clara refused to sign the papers, they laughed loudly, called her weak, and attacked her without mercy. Fists rained down, boots kicked her stomach and back. They dragged her across the hot ground and left her there to die alone under the blazing sun. For a long time, Clara lay still. Pain screamed in every bone. Tears burned her eyes. Dark thoughts whispered in her mind. Just close your eyes. Let it end. But then a different voice rose inside her, stronger, angrier, full of fire. No, she whispered through cracked lips. Not here. I will not end like this. Gathering every drop of strength, Clara pushed herself up on trembling arms. Her knees shook badly. Fresh blood trickled down her leg. The world spun around her. Still, she stood. One painful step, then another. Each movement sent waves of agony through her body, but she kept walking. The hot wind whipped her hair. Her throat felt like burning sand. Sweat and tears mixed on her face. In her heart, memories of her father kept her going, how he taught her to never give up the land he loved so much. Hours felt like days. The sun slowly sank, painting the sky in deep red and golden orange. Clara's legs finally gave way. She fell to her knees again, breathing hard. Black spots danced in front of her eyes. Just a little more, she gasped. Her body begged for rest, but her spirit refused. Then, through the hazy heat, she heard it, the steady sound of horse hooves coming closer. Fear shot through her like lightning. Are they back? Have they come to finish me? She tried to crawl behind a small rock, but her weak body would not obey fast enough. The rider drew near. He was a tall, strong man with broad shoulders, wearing a worn leather jacket and a dusty cowboy hat. When he saw her lying there, he jumped down from his horse quickly. "Oh my God," he breathed, his deep voice full of shock and kindness. He knelt a few feet away, not wanting to scare her. "Miss, what in heaven's name happened to you?" Clara looked up with wide, frightened eyes. The man's face showed deep worry, not cruelty. His name was Ethan. He was a respected rancher in these parts, around 45, with silver strands in his dark hair and lines of hard work around his kind brown eyes. He slowly offered his water bottle. "Here, drink slowly." The cool water touched her dry, cracked lips like a miracle. Clara drank in small sips, coughing and crying at the same time. Between painful breaths, she told him the whole cruel story, how Cole and Mason had beaten her, insulted her, and tried to steal everything she had. Her voice shook with emotion, but she did not stop. Ethan listened quietly. His jaw tightened. His hands formed hard fists. Anger burned bright in his eyes. "Those worthless cowards," he said in a low, furious voice. "No real man treats a woman like that. You're not staying here another minute, Miss Clara. I'm taking you to town. You're safe with me now." He lifted her gently in his strong arms, careful not to hurt her more. He placed her on his horse and rode slowly, speaking soft, comforting words the whole way. "Breathe easy. I've got you. Everything's going to be all right." In the small frontier town, people stared as Ethan carried the badly injured Clara into the doctor's house. The old doctor worked carefully, cleaning her many wounds, stitching the deep cuts, and wrapping bandages around her ribs and legs. Clara bit her lip hard to stop from crying out, but silent tears still rolled down her cheeks. That same evening, while Clara rested on a clean bed, Cole and Mason swaggered into the noisy saloon like kings. They drank whiskey, laughed loudly, and bragged about teaching that stubborn girl a lesson. Ethan stood at the bar, watching them with cold, steady eyes. Then the swinging doors opened again. Clara walked in slowly, limping badly, her face still swollen and covered in bruises. But her back was straight, and her eyes burned with courage. The entire saloon fell silent. Cole spotted her first. A nasty smile spread across his face. "Well, well, look who crawled out of the desert. You should have stayed dead, girl." Mason laughed cruelly. "Changed your mind about signing those papers yet?" Fear tried to rise in Clara's chest, but she pushed it down. She stepped forward, her voice ringing clear and strong across the room. "I will never give you my land. Never. It belongs to me and my family." Before anyone could react, Clara grabbed a heavy whiskey bottle and hurled it at Cole with all her remaining strength. It smashed against his shoulder. Glass exploded everywhere. Cole roared in anger and charged at her like a bull. Ethan moved fast. His powerful fist connected with Mason's jaw, sending him crashing into a table. A full fight exploded. Chairs flew, bottles broke, men shouted. In the middle of the chaos, Clara did not hide. Even though pain tore through her body, she picked up a wooden chair and swung it hard at Mason's back when he tried to attack Ethan from behind. Then came the most powerful moment. Clara stepped right between the two big men, standing tall despite her injuries. Her eyes flashed with pure defiance. "You will have to go through me first," she shouted. "I am not afraid of you anymore." The whole saloon watched in stunned silence. A badly hurt young woman, standing fearless against two dangerous bullies. It was a sight no one would ever forget. The sheriff arrived and arrested Cole and Mason on the spot. Many townspeople came forward as witnesses. They had seen the two men threatening Clara for weeks. The case quickly moved to the small wooden courthouse. In court, Clara stood before the judge. Her hands trembled, but her voice stayed firm. She described every punch, every kick, every humiliating word. Tears filled her eyes when she remembered lying alone in the desert, but she wiped them away and continued. The pain in her voice touched everyone present. Ethan sat right behind her, giving her quiet strength. When the judge asked him, he spoke clearly. "This young woman showed more bravery than most men in this town. She deserves full justice." After hearing everything, the judge banged his gavel. "Cole and Mason, you are found guilty of brutal assault, attempted murder, and land theft by force. I sentence you both to 10 years in the state prison." Cheers and applause filled the courtroom. Clara closed her eyes and let out a long, shaky breath. For the first time since that horrible day, the heavy darkness in her heart began to lift. Justice had finally come. Weeks turned into months. Clara's body slowly healed, though scars remained. She returned to her beloved ranch. The green fields still waved in the wind, and the little house still stood strong. One beautiful evening, as the sun painted the sky in soft pink and gold, Ethan rode up to her porch. He carried fresh flowers and warm bread. They sat together on the wooden steps, watching the sunset. "I still don't know how to thank you properly," Clara said softly, her voice full of emotion. You saved my life that day." Ethan smiled gently and looked into her eyes. "You saved yourself, Clara. I only helped. But if you'll allow me, I'd like to stay here with you. Not just as a friend, but as someone who wants to build a future together." Clara felt warmth spread through her chest. In Ethan's kind eyes, she saw respect, care, and the quiet promise of love. For the first time since the attack, a real, beautiful smile lit up her face. "I think I would like that very much," she whispered. Hand in hand, they watched the sun disappear behind the hills. The painful past was behind them. Ahead lay a new beginning filled with hope, courage, healing, and the chance of a happy life together. Clara had learned the greatest truth of all. Even when you are completely broken, you can rise again. The right person will appear at the right time, and justice, though it may take time, always finds its way. Thank you so much for watching this story all the way till the end. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button and share it with your friends. It really helps us a lot. If you want to watch more exciting stories like this, don't forget to subscribe our page right now. Tell me in the comments, where are you listening from and what time is right now? And if this story touched your heart, please send some stars. Every single star gives us huge motivation to keep creating more amazing videos for you. See you in the next story. Take care of you, friends. Take care.